The reason it exists is to help the most vulnerable people, those whose problems take longest to solve. So a system which relies on a mixed caseload just won't work here.
We're prepared to do the work that's not sexy or profitable, working with the hardest to reach, the most difficult clients, and private practice, the for-profit sector are not going to be able to do that.
Anna is a client at the law centre. As well as helping her to get a home, they recently defended her in a case against the Department for Work and Pensions.
I had to go to this interview under caution, and it was really scary. You just don't think it's ever going to happen to you, you know.
As a single mum, Anna struggles to manage on a tight budget. So when a mistake by the DWP saw them accuse her of owing nearly £2,000, she was extremely worried. And when they started to deduct money from her earnings, Anna had to tighten the purse strings.
It's not easy when one day you have everything and next day all of a sudden you have nothing and no one to help you. If it wasn't for the law centre, then I would have ended up paying it back. Because without legal representation, you don't stand a chance.
But if people like Anna are no longer profitable for commercial law firms, and if not-for-profit organisations like the Law Centre are going out of business, where else can people like her go for help?
Well, they'll have few choices. A number of them will end up going back to their MPs and to their councillors and sitting in surgeries where those MPs and councillors will try and give them a good service, but they're not legally trained, and that will make it difficult for them to help them with their problems. They'll go to the local authorities and they'll go to central government departments, they'll go to the Benefits Agency, the Employment Service, and they'll try and get their rights from there. But often those agencies will be the ones who have been denying them their rights, so they won't get much help.
After the government announced its reforms, lawyers began a legal battle all of their own. The Law Society, which represents lawyers, brought a case against the Legal Services Commission. They argued that the LSC didn't consult them properly before introducing the changes. Late last year, a Court of Appeal judgment ruled in favour of the Law Society, and a recent agreement reached by the two sides seems to be at least a partial admission that the reforms do need improving. But the government is still going ahead with its planned changes, and it's people like Pam who that will be causing to worry most.